we live yet? Refreshing.
I can check.
I don't know, actually. I'm trying to check on... Oh, yep, there it is. Okay, let's hit the
Ayo.
intro. Intro time. Hello, it's Matt and Josh from USL Comics with another episode of Slingin Books Talkin shop. This week, I talk about my trip to Chicago because everyone cares about that.
Oh yeah.
Not a ton of news because D23 is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we'll probably find out a ton there. DC doesn't really have a whole lot because they're in a holding pattern. But first, you sell comics, you can go to that website, buy comics, sell comics, peruse comics. There actually is a story this week about The Crow reboot, and someone just posted an awesome limited to 1,000 copies The Crow number 3 BTC exclusive. I'll get to that in a minute, but it's like a great cover. So if you want to buy or sell comics, you can go to usellcomics.com. You can sell bin priced comics for $5.99 a month, or run your own auctions for $15.99 a month. We still have a 3-month free trial, but that will be ending sooner rather than later and going down to a month.
Yes. So cash in now.
Get your extra months
replicants.
Now. Speaking of extra months, so Rocksmith Plus came out today.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that game?
I'm aware of it, but I have not played it.
So, you use your real guitar to play along with the songs, right? It actually teaches you
right.
So, yes. I've had that game. I've had the original game, Rocksmith, and then I had Rocksmith 2014. And I've paid for that game 4 times now, like Xbox 360, PS4.
Ultimate
Rocksmith,
Spice.
the original Rocksmith was Xbox 360, so that's 1, 2 would be Rocksmith 2014. 3 times PS4 and then PC, and now Rocksmith Plus, which is a totally updated engine, is now subscription based. So it's $9.99 a month, and so instead of buying DLC songs, their library is said to have launched with 5,000. However, I found out today from one of the streamers I follow that some of the content is region locked. So if you wanted to play, if you wanted to learn Master of Puppets, you could only learn it if you VPN'd into Germany, and they had the version of that was on the Netflix Stranger Things soundtrack. They didn't actually have the Master of Puppets album.
My God.
So obviously I signed up for that today. You got 3 months free if you had already previously purchased Rocksmith and or participated in the beta, which I did. But now that the co-founder is moving out of the office, I might actually get to play it tomorrow.
Okay.
Anyways, so the co-founder and I went to Chicago this past weekend for a Rammstein concert.
Yes.
We had tickets for 3 years.
That's fun.
Yeah, so we bought them. When did we buy them? We bought them September. I want to say September 2019 for a show that was supposed to happen September 2020.
Right.
So we bought them a year in advance, and then COVID happened, and then they postponed it to 2021. And then they postponed it again. So finally it happened this past weekend on Saturday at Soldier Field in Chicago. So we took the train from just across the border because we are near border town.
So there's a train that goes from one end to the other.
One end to the other.
Yes,
one end of the country to the other.
Yes. One side to the other.
Yeah, so there's a train that goes from Port Huron, which is 10 minutes from Sarnia across the border. And then that goes all the way to Chicago. Union Station, and then turns around because there's a bunch of stops along the way in Michigan, Battle Creek, Kalamazoo, Lansing.
Okay.
So it's supposed to be like 7-ish hours. It usually takes longer because there's two of the stops are like two of the stops are like 10 minutes each because they're one's for in the state university town, and another one's bigger town, and then like when we were leaving, so the train leaves at 6:20 a.m. on Thursday. So we had to get up at like 4:45 in the morning, whatever. But there was a freight train stuck on the track that had lost power, so we had to wait behind it for 20 minutes. So it's never
that's not too bad.
Yeah. So it's never the first time we went to Chicago, it was like 8.5 hours instead of 7 because it was winter and a train and whatever. There's train stuck.
Yeah.
But so Friday we went to the Field Museum and the Navy Pier. Saw some cool dinosaur bones and things from under the sea. They got the numbers wrong though. Like the numbers for how old these things are. I don't know how they think it's 500 million years old. The Earth has only been around 6,000 years. So
I see. Well,
so they got that wrong. However, yeah, it's pretty sweet.
That's sweet.
I would we've contemplated driving there before because it's a 6-hour drive. It's an hour and a half longer on the train, but I would traffic in Chicago is worse than Toronto. It's packed
100%.
all the time. It's packed all the time, and there's this weird honking culture in Chicago of people honking left and right. And I don't know, it's weird. Yeah. So
it's like an American thing. I feel.
Is it?
Yes, it is. 100%, dude.
So we took mostly took public transportation. Their bus schedule was pretty readily available with a tap card, or we took taxis, which wasn't too bad. We took that a couple times. I will say though that Soldier Field has no idea how to run an event properly.
Oh yeah, that's probably true.
Oh, so so we took the bus to Soldier Field. So the Field Museum is right across from Soldier Field. So we took the bus from outside our hotel, which was convenient. It's just one bus. You don't have to switch stops, and it ends at Soldier Field. So we knew where we were going because we had been there the day before. So bus drivers in Chicago give zero fucks. They will pull into the intersection and just sit there until they get to go. They will block traffic for 10 minutes.
They don't
going
care.
Always, yeah.
They have nowhere to go and everywhere to be.
Yeah. But when you get close to the stadium, you'd think. So there was 2 big concerts going on that night. Apparently, the Lumineers were at Wrigley Field. So
look out!
Yeah, so there's just a ton of traffic everywhere. But no, until you got really close to the stadium, there was no traffic control. They were just still doing lights instead of sectioned off cops directing traffic so it's not all congested. So there's a bunch of people on the bus that were also going to Rammstein. However, given all the walking the day before, my ankle was already destroyed.
Perfect.
Recovering from my broken ankle. So we waited till the end, and we only missed one song, I think, by the time we got there. But they also had a purse policy but that wasn't on the ticket. That any purse bigger than essentially a little fist, you had to put in this sketchy locker. Like a half a mile away with this guy just watching it. So my wife took out her cell phone and her wallet and stuff and just make sure she had that on her just in case. But and then most events you'll have Uber or Lyft or taxi stands, dedicated spots around the arena, and they'll tell you where that is before. Soldier Field doesn't care. They have no directions of where you can get the bus, because where the bus dropped us off was not it was blocked off now, so you couldn't. I had no idea whether that bus was coming back or not because their bus stop was not accessible, and no signs to go where you can pick up an Uber. So we tried for 20 minutes at this one spot, and everyone kept accepting it and then canceling it. I'm like, well, what the fuck? So we walked around the entire stadium essentially once to finally follow the crowd to and then walk another mile or two out from down the street, and then it took us like an hour and a half to get a Uber total after the concert.
Oh my god,
it was that sucked.
That's
and then
awful.
People, hey Sammy, what's up? And then cab drivers were just, I think they were cab drivers. We're sitting in their cars outside the event, and you'd go up and be like, give them the hotel you're staying at. They'd be like $85. Okay, thanks. See you later.
Yeah, great, perfect.
Yeah, and then the gouge pricing of Lyft. We won't. After watching that show with what was that show about Uber? Travis Kalanick with Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Super Pumped. After watching Super Pumped, we won't take an Uber anymore. We'll only take Lyfts. But even Lyft's pricing was surging at the time, and it was in the span of 5 minutes, it went from $53 down to $32 to get a Lyft.
Unreal.
But if you'd actually taken a regular taxi, during not gouging prices, it was like $8 to get to a hotel if it wasn't. Yeah.
Just give your head a shake. It's just it's hilarious because so many people are now just taking a step back, and they're like, oh, I remember when I used to get an Uber or a rideshare for $8, and it came in a few minutes because that was the purpose of the service. Now it's like, hey, do you want to save $25? Wait around for 20 minutes, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay, all right. I will. I'll do that. Yeah. And then you do it and you wait, and it gets up to the time, and it's like, just keep waiting. It's okay. And then and then you wait for 15 minutes past the time that they already had asked you to wait, and it's a nightmare trying to get a ride.
We were looking.
But the thing is that most of the drivers that I find that I get are really nice, and that they don't they if they see the ride, they're gonna grab it. They're like the app doesn't show me, so it's it's an algorithm thing, dude. It's fuck crazy. It's crazy. And sorry, I was trying to say the division between corporations trying to get so many profits out of everyone versus what the service is for, and I think they've obviously completely taken that away, which is pretty close.
Sammy's chiming in with he can speak to Uber at the stadium. He works at Dallas Cowboy Stadium. That's got to be a nightmare. But third-party taxis adding to the traffic when the event is over. So we were looking at taking the train in Canada to Montreal, and for one person it would have been $500.
Holy shit!
I don't get how we're happy to take public transportation.
How is that feasible?
Yeah, people want to be able to, you want to help the environment, but it costs $1,000 for a return trip from Montreal, and we would get there, I don't know, it would take longer on the train than it would by car, I think, or the opposite, I don't know, I don't remember. But I mean, it would cost us, I don't know, $300 in gas as opposed to $1,000 on a train. Anyways, okay, let's start. Stop complaining about Uber. Steve says Uber and other companies have to park 3/4 of a mile away. But you guys, you have a designated place with signs where people can find out where they can get picked up.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's probably
that was my problem with Soldier Field. Is there was no signs directing you to where those pickup places were. Care. Anyways, okay, so
no care.
Starting off tonight, Marvel Studios negotiated for the rights to X-Men animated series theme. I'm sure they paid a lot of money, apparently. So, cue the X-Men theme music and the checkbook. Disney and Marvel Studios likely paid a heavy price for the rights to the X-Men animated series theme song. According to X-Men 97 consultant Eric Lewald, Eric Lewald came out with a book called... crap, it's sitting on my shelf and I read it, and now I forget what it's called. It's about X-Men the animated series and all the behind the scenes stuff.
Right.
Oh, previously on X-Men. It's called Previously on X-Men.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Some good stories in there about Stan Lee, actually. That kind of give you like ugh. Anyways, so the first X-Men title from Kevin Feige's Marvel Studios. The all-new animated series revisits and continues the iconic era and cast of mutants from the original show. Lee Wald developed and showran for Marvel Entertainment's Saban, but the rights to the classic theme song, which opened all 76 episodes and five seasons of the beloved 90s animated series, was subject to separate renegotiations when Marvel began developing the revival. The theme song wasn't a done deal necessarily when they were producing the show. The rights were all over the place. I think a secondary person had the rights to the music, so it was a negotiation for them. Obviously, you can't do the new show without that song, and the guy knew it. According to Lee Wald,
Of course, dude.
You can't do a revival and not have that theme. Snippet from the theme music most recently appeared as part of Danny Elfman's Marvel score from Marvel Studios' Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness. I wonder how much they paid. Do we think like six figures? 6 figures plus a royalty of every time it. Well, I guess I don't know how royalties work with streaming now.
I would say 6 figures sounds about right, and I would say that he's gonna get paid out probably like every year for the next like 10 years.
Yeah, like you used to get a royalty every time like reruns ran, right? But now with streaming, like maybe it's just per person. I don't know. Okay, so they've added Brendan Gleeson joined the cast of Joker, Folie à Deux. So he's a pretty great actor, and
yes,
no idea who he's playing. Even the people that didn't, Todd Phillips says, even the people that didn't like the movie can respect Warner Brothers let director Todd Phillips make the movie he wanted with what appeared to be a minimal meddling. That's a good thing, and we'd love to see it since we have learned the title, Joker Folie à Deux, that Phillips and Joaquin Phoenix are both set to return. It was confirmed this month that Lady Gaga is also joining the cast of Harley Quinn. Oh, and the movie is a musical. Absolutely buck-wild stuff. Love to see it. Zazie Beetz is set to reprise her role, and now Deadline is reporting that Brendan Gleeson is also set to join the cast, but in an unknown role. Maybe he's the warden of Arkham Asylum.
I was gonna say something like regarding Arkham, like a high-end doctor or something, or like I could see. Hold on, hey.
Commissioner
Gordon. I could see him being like Harley Quinn's mentor or something,
groomer,
doctor or something,
like teacher.
Yeah.
Okay, so speaking of Joker,
they'll murder him. He will be murdered.
Okay. So while we were this weekend while we were not doing anything in Chicago, while we were in the hotel, we were doing rewatches of Batman.
Okay.
So the first four. So Batman Returns, because my wife couldn't remember if she'd seen Batman Returns.
Okay.
And then we just had to finish the other two, Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. So, when's the last time you watched any of these movies?
I watched the Keaton ones. I want to say like right at the beginning of the pandemic.
Okay.
But I feel like I'm wrong. I feel like I'm 2 years behind, so I would say like at least like 5 or 6 years.
So it's like to look back on it now, it's crazy that Jack Nicholson played Joker. Just even now, it seems crazy to me.
Yeah. It is. It's crazy.
Given where he was in his career at the time, like
100%. And like, okay, 90s. Okay, keep talking. 97. Yeah.
Well, it was 89 when it came out, but
89. Wait, what?
Jack Nicholson, when Jack Nicholson played Joker.
Yeah, but I'm talking about Batman. Oh, sorry, I was looking at Batman and Robin.
Right.
I apologize. Yeah. I'm sorry. So what was it? 89? You said?
Yeah.
That's insane.
So while I have, at the time, I'm sure these movies were amazing to those who have been waiting so long to see like a real Batman, and it is a good, like, Tim Burton's a good director, and it was a good take on Batman. I do have some like ideological issues with the way he presented Batman. However,
Of course. I mean, come on.
however, Jack Nicholson's still like, he's still fantastic in it.
Yeah.
And Danny DeVito is still fantastic as Penguin in Batman Returns. It is weird that Batman keeps revealing himself to the women he dates. Like, a theme through each one is he eventually reveals who he is to the girl he's dating. And that's weird. Like, the first one, Vicky Vale. The second one, Catwoman. He just rips his mask off and shows, Max Schreck and Catwoman who he is. And then the third one, Nicole Kidman.
Oh my god.
Val Kilmer just reveals himself to Nicole Kidman, this psychologist. And then we haven't finished Batman and Robin. I think we're like half an hour left, but he just shows like Alicia Silverstone figures out who they are because she, is Alfred's niece or something, which still didn't make sense.
Yeah.
But, so like set in that time period, but like Batman and Batman Returns are totally fine for that era. I get that, like, now reflecting back, and I believe Joel Schumacher has said this, that he tried to add a little spin of homoerotic to the Batman suits, which he did. There are some weird, just like rubber butt shots of him of Batman and or Robin putting on their suit.
I would agree 100%. It was weird.
Val Kilmer was fine, as he didn't have a whole lot to work with looking back.
No, he did not.
Jim Carrey is still great in it. Tommy Lee Jones was a huge miscast. Like, he's just over the top terrible.
It's
Chris
it's
O'Donnell
crazy
is
because
a terrible fucking actor. I don't know how he even had a career.
agreed. I don't know either. I feel, it's funny. I feel like because he was in a lot of stuff when he was younger, right? When he was like a kid. And I feel like he kept that weird child innocence typecast like role up until like he wasn't anymore. You know what I mean? And I feel like it was almost like a few years after this, and then that was it. Boom. The 2000s were not kind to Chris O'Donnell.
And the best thing about Batman and Robin is Schwarzenegger. Like, he knows what movie he's in. He's totally playing it over the top with his one-liners, and that's fine. George Clooney knows he's in a bad movie and is playing it like that. I feel bad for Uma Thurman because this is after Pulp Fiction, I believe. And she did what she can. She did what she could as well. But like, it was something. God, in the opening scene with Victor Freeze, and he freezes the museum or whatever. Somehow, for a villain Batman and Robin have never seen, suddenly they click their heels and they have skates, so they can skate blades pop out, so they can skate around with the ice hockey. Team. Like, this is. But in the beginning, they're like, "Whoa, there's a new villain. His name's Victor Freeze." Well, how do you just put on your suits? Did you happen to add the skate blades for all eventualities?
Yes. They did. They added them.
Jesus. Yeah, I don't know. It was. I don't know how those two movies got made, but the first two like hold up in their own way, and it's too bad that Keaton couldn't continue with 3. Then
Keaton took a 25-year break,
and Tim Burton couldn't continue. Burton was on. Both were on board until the studio didn't want Burton to go they didn't want to make a dark Batman anymore.
Yeah,
So
they
then
want to. Yeah,
Keaton's like, no, I'm out. And after Schumacher's like, oh, let's make it all bright and neon. So somehow, also, in between Batman Returns and Batman Forever, Gotham just redid this entire architecture in neon compared to the Gothic architecture
everywhere.
and gargoyles before. I don't know. It's just so weird. Okay. Speaking of how terrible Warner Brothers is, so no DC fandom this year as they're in a holding pattern.
She gone.
In a statement shared with Deadline, the studio confirms with the return of in-person events. Warner Brothers Discovery is excited to be able to engage with our fans live at numerous Comic-Cons around the world, but will not be scheduling DC fandom for 2022.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess, like, what would they have to show? The Flash, Blue Beetle, Aquaman. Even though we've seen Aquaman a lot, we've seen a trailer for The Flash. We've seen 2 trailers for Shazam. We're about to get a 3rd trailer, apparently, The Rock said this week for Black Adam. I don't know.
Like, why?
Yeah, like, why do we need 3 trailers for that?
Why do we, dude? Honestly, I'm gonna say it once again. I'm so mad. Oh, I think I just hit my volume. Okay, doesn't matter. Can we just release 1 trailer and fucking be done with it? Because I'm fucking sick of like seeing not seeing because I haven't looked in years now, but like 6 trailers.
You could do like 1-2 months before, and I'm good.
Teaser, and then a trailer.
Well, the problem is that because they've delayed it so much, they have to keep reminding people that it's coming out, and
my god,
the date has changed.
We got it. Okay.
So they were hoping to have their new Kevin Feige, but Dan Lin, who is like in the front running, talks have broken down. CNBC is reporting that Dan Lin will not be taking charge of Warner Brothers Discovery DC Films and Television Unit. We thought he was a lock for the job, but negotiations broke down and a deal wasn't reached. Warner Brothers stock has dropped 50% since the studio merged with Discovery. Oof.
God, dude.
50. I guess I'll wait till 75 and then buy stock because it can only go up from there, I suppose. CEO David Zaslav has made getting the messy DC extended universe under control a top priority. Lynn seemed like a natural fit as a major DC Comics fan responsible for producing hits like the Lego Movie and It, which both aren't DC properties anyways. But he decided to stay at Ride Back, his own film and TV company. It sounds like the biggest issue was how his ownership of that outlet would factor into the deal. And now Warner Brothers Discovery planned to compensate him. Oh, maybe he wanted like producing rights for Ride Back, and it didn't. Lynn hoped to keep Ride Back operational with an equity stake owned by his potential new employers, but talks became bogged down. Oh, so he wanted Warner Brothers to invest in his company, and they said no. So they're still looking for someone to take over. If anyone's watching and think they can do it, send in your resume.
Oh yeah. If you think you can do it, send in your resume, bro.
Okay, so we're gonna do top 10 this week and keys of the week.
Ooh, keys of the week. Your top 10. Okay,
so top 10 cover price this week. Star Wars number 26 from last week is still in the top 10. Dark Horse presents Alien vs. Predator. Is what that looks like on the cover. Yes. Dark Horse first Alien vs. Predator cover variant.
What's the deal with this? Yeah, what's the deal?
Trespasser, Thunderbolts. I assume this is related to... What is this? Oh, that's just the variant of Thunderbolts number 1. Which came out last week as a relaunch. She-Hulk, Batman, Detective Comics 1063, Ben Reilly, Spider-Man, 8 Billion Genies is number 1, still in the top 10. It's like that's 3 or 4 weeks in a row now.
Yeah.
This looks like Power Rangers Unlimited. That's a cool cover for Power Rangers.
That is actually
the Death Ranger.
Whoa, Death Ranger? That's actually kind of cool.
And Batman 609, Girls Night Out, first Hush key issue. You can buy it signed by Jim Lee for $5.49. Ugh.
Wow.
Oh, it's first Thomas Elliott. That's why. Okay.
That checks out.
Yeah. Okay. So keys in stores this week. Apparently, I've seen some comic shops say that one, they either didn't get their delivery because of the Labor Day, or they did get some of their delivery and there was damages and shortages. So your comic shop might not have this today. You might have to wait an extra day or two. But
oh my god, dude! Like seriously,
Alien #1. So Alien is this is the second series published by Marvel. The first series was really good, although I hadn't finished the last issue yet. So this is a relaunch of that. Batman 127, Origin of Failsafe. Speculation that Penguin's daughter will be her father's successor. Captain America, Sentinel of Liberty #4. Possible first full appearance of the Revolution. Antioch #1, a king from a lost continent enters the world of man with a purpose to stop us from killing the planet. This sounds like shit, what was that cartoon back in the 90s? Captain Planet?
I mean, he
What
was
that cartoon?
blue.
Yeah. Wasn't it Captain Planet though? Was it Captain Planet?
Captain Planet was pretty much, I think he was the only blue one.
The blue guy. Anyways,
Yeah, Captain Planet.
greatest name in comics, Daredevil #1, a series based on the public domain Daredevil, Bart Hill from the Golden Age. Ooh, that's weird. Okay.
Huh. Okay.
Actually, this public domain thing is going to come up actually in the next article. That's not really comic book related. Anyways. Last line #1, a simple city employee gets caught up in a conspiracy that reveals an interplanetary travel system buried beneath the London Underground. Ninjets #1, a series spun off from Jennifer Blood title. Sabrina Anniversary Spectacular, the first appearance of Amber Nightstone, an evil witch born at the same time as Sabrina. Shop, well, that's a tongue twister. Anthology of horror stories hosted by a creepy comic book owner. Runs a haunted store. Star Trek 400th issue. Batman Dear Detective #1, one-shot featuring cover art of Lee Bermejo woven into a linear story. Black Adam Justice Files Justice Society Files, Adam Smasher #1. Flashpoint Beyond #5, Origin of Clockwork Killer.
It's a dope cover.
Oh yeah, the Flashpoint Beyond. Yeah, it's been pretty good, that series so far.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
All Out Avengers #1, first appearance of Queen Erok. Black Panther #9, first appearance of the Colonialist, a galactic interloper. First cameo appearance of Buffalo Soldier, a lieutenant of the colonialist. Spider-Man Spider-Man 2099, X's Omega #1, first appearance of Spider-Woman 2099. Norman Osborn becomes the Galactic Goblin, and X-Men and Moon Girl #1. One-shot team up of Wolverine and Moon Girl. Okay, so speaking of public domain, Winnie the Pooh is now in public domain. And this isn't comic book related, but this is just something weird I thought I would bring up.
Yes.
Did you watch this trailer?
I have not watched the trailer yet. I saw the screen caps of it. Yeah, I mean it's kind of funny. Like, I mean, you know what? To be honest with you, I'm not really against it. I love horror movies. Like, I think it's hilarious that like it slipped into public domain enough for them to like mess around and do dumb shit.
They didn't wait very long either. Like, they knew this was coming.
They did not.
They made it early. So Winnie the Pooh entered public domain earlier this year, which means Walt Disney can no longer lay sole claim to the character. Filmmaker Rise Frake Waterfield has taken full advantage by putting a mallet in Pooh's hand and turning him into a remorseless killer. So I guess the thing is Christopher Robin left the Winnie the Pooh and Piglet and Eeyore all behind, and he comes back with some friends, and now Winnie the Pooh and Piglet are murderers. Tigger and Eeyore will not appear because of a rights issue, but the director recently implied the pair may have eaten their donkey pal when driven into a feeding frenzy. There is a quick shot in the trailer of Rest in Peace Eeyore or something like that.
No way.
Yeah. So if you want to check out the trailer, if you like schlocky horror, I just thought that'd be fun.
Schlocky horror is great, bro. It's the best.
Okay. So the Crow reboot is fine.
I can't believe this is happening. Like, it's insane to me. Like, you would just think that, like, because of everything that happened, they would just leave it alone. Just leave it alone.
You mean how many times it's been rebooted or attempted to be rebooted?
Well, I mean, it only was like successfully rebooted once, right?
Oh, okay. So there was The Crow, and then there was The Crow City of Angels.
Yes.
Which is a sequel, but not with the same character.
The sequel. The sequel, yes.
There was also,
and then,
I feel like there was also another Crow sequel with, what's his name from Terminator 2? Edward Furlong.
oh god, now you got me. Okay.
Anyways, so Bill Skarsgard, he's a good actor. Pennywise himself is on board to star along with Fika Twiggs, Denny Huston, who's another good actor, Rupert Sanders set to direct. Rupert Sanders set to direct. Edward R. Pressman and Malcolm Gray will produce. Zach Balin will write the script. Wait, will write the script. I thought this was filming. Stupid title. It says preparing to start filming in Munich.
Keep talking.
So the first one's obviously a classic and surrounded in tragedy. The second one I don't really remember other than it being bad. And the Edward Furlong one, I think I turned off in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'm just looking right here.
I'm sure
Edward said in the last few seconds. Well, I'm looking at the sequel for the first round, and he's not in it, but the Deftones were in the sequel, though.
The band?
They played themselves.
I'm sure he was in it. Yeah, he was in The Crow Wicked Prayer, which is...
oh, there it is. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Sorry. I literally just... Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
David
Tara Reid and David Bozan. Angel was in The Crow #3?
Yeah.
Holy shit. That's crazy.
Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Maybe Bill Skarsgård won't die on set this time. But speaking of The Crow, so one of our new vendors, the Comic Guy Comic Shop, put this up this week. It is a Miko Suyoyan BTC exclusive version, very limited 1,000 copies. It's actually a really good price from what I've seen. It's called It Can't Rain All the Time. Wait, can you see that? You can see it on your screen, can't you?
What, we're looking at the cover?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that's for sale for $200.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's a really nice cover.
It is really nice.
Yes.
The shading is.
Yeah. Okay, so more DC news. Lots of publishers going on. So DC uses Diamond, Penguin, and now they've signed a new deal for a Canadian distributor. DC Comics has announced they have signed a new global agreement with Universal Distribution to become a direct distributor of DC Comics. Previously, Universal had been operating as a sub-distributor to Lunar Comics. Beginning in October 2022, retailers will have the ability to place orders with Universal Distribution for DC periodicals, graphic novels, collected editions releasing in January 2023 and beyond. Technically, this would be available to anyone, anywhere, but in practice, it will mostly be found in Canadian comic book shops and bookstores, as shipping elsewhere may be prohibitive. My local comic book shop guy is already annoyed at how many distributors there are now. This is probably going to make it even worse.
Yep.
So, we'll see. This could be good for Canadian comics, but I don't think it looks like it'll really affect anyone else. Okay, so D23, some big announcements coming. They're speculating.
Yeah, it's gonna be a spicy weekend. I feel.
So, what I'm kind of
I
annoyed
think it's
about
gonna get
is that I looked at the streaming schedule for D23, and they're not streaming the Marvel presentation. They're streaming the video game one.
I could see it,
but they're not streaming the big one. Listen, I don't have time to go to your event in Anaheim or whatever.
They want the news.
But they're gonna release the trailers for what they show anyways. They're just people there get to see it first.
Dude, it doesn't matter.
Well, put it on fucking delay then.
They get to see it first. People record it on their phones. It's so funny because they know that they're not supposed to record, but they obviously record anyway.
Yeah.
And And then they release it. It
your
goes on
content
Twitter.
is
It gets
being-
crazy. They gets taken down. Then people talk about those clips. Then you know what I mean? It's like, dude, they know what they're doing. Like, there's a reason why there's so much hype.
It's a culture of exclusion.
Fuck.
Not inclusion. It's exclusion.
Yeah.
Anyways, so speculation is that we will see Deadpool 3 announced. I mean, for sure, right?
You know what? I'm gonna say we're gonna get a title screen at best, at most, like a title.
Okay.
That's it. At best.
Fantastic Four actors revealed, or just director.
I feel like director and possibly
they can't announce just one. They have to do all of them at the same time.
Then they're gonna do it.
Okay.
They're gonna do it.
Loki season 2 news.
Yes, we'll see it.
Okay. Hawkeye season 2. Are we getting a Hawkeye season 2? No.
It was still listed as Oh, did my voice crack there?
Well, you are going through puberty.
How dare you? Just 20 years late. Did we see? Oh my God! Was it listed as a limited?
There's no Hawkeye season 2 coming.
There is or there isn't.
There
Sorry,
isn't.
what?
There won't be.
Okay, you think there won't be?
No.
You're asking, but I thought that's what we were just literally talking
yeah.
about. If it was gonna, I think it was listed as a limited series. I feel like it's gonna stay that way.
Yeah, I don't think
we're
anyone
gonna get a
talks
second
about
one
it.
because yeah. But maybe Jeremy wants some months. You know, maybe he went to Marvel. He's like, listen, let's do another one.
He might show up in her series in
Well, he's gonna be an Echo.
Well, is that I don't know if that's confirmed or not, but I meant
Thought so.
I meant what's her name's series when she becomes a young Avenger.
Oh,
the new Hawkeye.
Right. Yeah, of course he'll be.
I don't remember what her name is. Anyways.
Kate Bishop.
Yes, her. Miss Marvel season 2? No, we won't get an announcement for that. I'm sure that's coming one day, but
but I think it's too.
They'll wait to announce that till after the Marvels.
Yes.
Holidays,
After the Marvels, I don't know. I don't know.
They might want to see what the reception is like to the Marvels before they start announcing things.
Yeah, I would say so. Well, I mean, they got a pretty good response from the end of Miss Marvel. I mean, spoilers, 3, 2, 1, when they switched roles and they put Brie at the end. I mean, it was pretty good.
But everybody hates Brie.
Yeah, you know what? I feel... Okay, so here's the thing. Sorry, really quickly. She-Hulk, the most recent episode,
Yes.
did that whole thing where they took all the shit from real life online comments, threw it in the episode. Hilarious. Yeah. I laughed so much. It was, top notch. Anyway, I hope they keep doing that.
So we should get news about the Werewolf by Night and Guardians of the Galaxy specials. We haven't really heard anything about Werewolf by Night, and it's going to be in 2 months. I fully expect a trailer for Werewolf by Night.
Trailer?
It has to be. It has to be a trailer.
Okay.
It has to be. Silver Surfer. There aren't too many vacant slots. I don't know that Silver Surfer's getting a solo movie. If they were going to do a solo movie, it has to, Galactus has to be in it. You can't do
Surfer so I'm going to say that no. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say Silver Surfer, absolutely zero. Not a chance.
I would expect him to maybe show up at the end of Fantastic Four or at the end of this phase to set up.
Okay, yes. I will agree with the end of the phase. Oh, mama, yeah, for sure.
But so after Kang, who's the next? Because now mutants are going to be in phase 7.
I feel like it's going to be Doctor Doom.
Yeah, I
feel like it's going to be Doom, because I feel like they're going to do Kang.
Yeah.
And they're going to slowly eke in Fantastic Four. And by slowly, I mean they're going to do a film. Okay, we're going to get a whole fucking film. Yes. And I guarantee you, it's going to be this weird, crazy epic that's going to be that's gonna be like almost 3 hours long. I think it's gonna be like almost crazy, like 3 hours long. And
I feel like
it's gonna.
that
I think it's
should not
gonna.
be the case.
I think they're gonna do a tiny, like 15-minute beginning, like how it happened, and then that's it. Like the whole film, and then at the end, they're gonna tease Doctor Doom, and then I would say at the end of the phase, they'll tease Silver Surfer.
See, I need
that's what I'm going with, baby.
This is what I need though. I need them to set up.
This is what I need.
If they're gonna do X-Men and do X-Force and X-Factor, I need them to set up the real apocalypse and do an Age of Apocalypse in like phase 8 where it changes everything and then you reset and then you're good again for another couple phases because you have.
Yeah. I mean, I feel since they did they planned the next 20 years?
Yeah.
Dude. They're going to reset. They got to reset.
Like, so who are
the idea that they can't reintroduce, well, not reintroduce, I apologize. They can't put like, Iron Man, Captain America, like zip, like right back. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know, dude.
So
We'll see.
If they've planned out the next 20 years, they know the next 4 giant bad guys that will be over the entire phase. So we have Kang.
I would say
Dr. Doom's
minimum Kang and 2 more. I would say Kang and 2 more bad guys.
Well, Dr. Doom.
I think it's Doom.
I'm worried that they think Onslaught is a good idea.
Yeah.
I mean, they may try to fix him because people hated that storyline, and maybe they'll fix that somehow. But like, Apocalypse has to be one of them. He's so involved in the storyline now in the X-Men universe as being part of Krakoa and the Quiet Council. I don't know if Sinister is big enough to be an overall bad guy.
See, and that's the other thing too. I think we're gonna get like a, not a cameo, but like a tease or something, like a, I don't know, like I don't even know. I feel like he's gonna be utilized, but like they're just gonna save him. Like they're gonna kind of like put it in a little bit, but they're not gonna like too much. And if he gets received well, they're gonna be like, okay, blah 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 blah.
Everyone has been claiming Mephisto is the bad guy in every freaking movie. And we have only seen glimpses. So whether we get something more to do with him in Agatha, is Mephisto going to be like, so we know Ghost Rider's coming. Whether it's Robbie Reyes or Johnny Blaze or Dan Ketch. I read a crazy rumor today that Nicolas Cage is talking to Marvel about coming back as Ghost Rider.
I hope, honestly, dude. I hope so.
I'd be fine with him as Johnny Blaze. I wanted Danny
loved
Ketch,
his dude. I loved his Johnny Blaze. I thought it was over the top ridiculous.
But that was
like
the movie
typical.
They were going for.
Of course. But I feel like if they are going to do anything remotely to that retrospective, including Cage, it's going to have to be a like passing the torch on, like, you know what I mean? Half a movie, like three-quarters of a movie.
I saw a suggestion of him being a mentor to Danny Ketch or something.
That'd be dope. That'd be dope as fuck.
And with Ghost Rider and Blade, there are vampires in Danny Ketch's Ghost Rider storyline. The Black Arrow's vampire.
So at the end,
and
spoiler.
Then it's Morbid
at
time,
the end of
baby.
Eternals. Yeah, at the end of Eternals.
Oh, we totally forgot about like how the Eternals are gonna fit in this.
Okay, so that's the thing too, right? Because they put in Black Knight, right? Like they put in, he's in, and Uranus. And Blade was at the end. So
Thanos' brother.
So my question is, with Black Knight, right? Like the stuff that the sword has, like the crazy goop. It's not goop. It's
I don't know that
scales,
much about,
right, or something.
I don't know that much about Black Knight.
I thought that the sword was also super related to like the whole like dark
The
arts slash
you mean the Necro Sword or Black Knight Sword?
the Black Knight sword.
I don't know.
I thought it was more related to yeah, like the Midnight Suns slash whatever era, not era, the kind of universe-esque ish.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I don't know. I don't know that much about Black Knight.
I have to look.
They could.
Yeah, I know. Right?
They
It's
could.
like, oh.
They could kind of separate. They could kind of separate this with Earth stuff and Galaxy stuff. Like, if they wanted to split off, like, because you have Uranus in the Eternals, and if you wanted to do a Starjammers and that replaces Guardians, and then Nova's coming, like, you could have two separate giant storylines where maybe Fantastic Four is in the middle because they do the Negative Zone and Annihilus, and maybe
You think they're gonna do standard Starjammers?
No, I don't know. Who the fuck knows?
No, dude. Like they're gonna do the Ravagers, right? Yeah, they're even maybe.
But if they want to do space, then they can do the Shi'ar Empire, Lilandra, and Xavier.
Yeah. Yep.
We'll see. So then, Mutant Saga. I don't think they'll announce anything mutant related. I think like that's coming end of Phase 6, and the Mutant Saga.
Yeah,
Phase 7.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get any. Yeah.
Will they announce Tom Holland has signed for 3 more movies? Because apparently he only has 1 cameo left on his contract. Or is his cameo passing the torch to Miles Morales? They can't really do a movie with him passing the torch just by showing him, like, hey kid, here's my suit. See you later.
Yeah, I can't see it. I can't see it. I feel like they're gonna do obviously like what? One of 3 things. One, they're gonna drop probably the most amount of money in the larger part of existence onto Tom Holland's doorstep and ask him to play Spider-Man again.
He's an extra Robert Downey Jr., right? For banking money.
Yeah, and then they're gonna do the same thing but in a lesser extent and ask him to come back for a movie.
A movie.
Yeah, one single movie, and then they're gonna like.
But then Sony, you said they're saying Sony recasts then. Because there's no way Sony doesn't do a Venomverse without Spider-Man in it. That's what they're building, right?
So what if they? But what if they off, the character of that's playing Spider-Man and they introduce someone new that plays him?
Like they kill Tom Holland?
Yeah.
You're saying they do that in a Sony movie and not a Marvel movie?
Either or, I don't know.
Okay.
That's what I'm speculating. So we'll see. But I feel like he's gonna say for the longest time that he's not gonna be in any and he's not gonna go forward. But he is gonna go. He'll go for it.
So Secret Invasion, we will get a trailer apparently this weekend.
That's what they're saying.
A Funko Pop has been revealed of homeless Nick Cage.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't like. I don't really get why people like Funko Pops. I know people like them a great deal.
So many people like them, dude.
I don't know. I don't get it. But yeah. So last thing we'll talk about is this tweet that has no basis whatsoever, but it's fun to talk about and speculate of who could play who. So this week, this guy who I don't know has a track record.
He does.
Says, I'm reliably informed that Marvel Studios has signed the following for Phase 5. John Boyega, Henry Cavill, Jodie Comer, Daisy Edgar-Jones, John Krasinski, Giancarlo Esposito, and Denzel Washington. Now, I have seen multiple reports that John Krasinski is not coming back as Reed Richards.
Yeah. I would agree. I don't think it's gonna happen.
So if he's not coming back as Reed Richards, I don't know how they make him someone else though. like, I guess Marvel fans are like, you know, a lot of
Didn't
shows
they say Hyperion? Hyperion, right?
for Henry Cavill, not.
Oh, sorry. For John Krasinski. I can't see him playing anybody else.
Yeah, like they've kind of ruined it now.
They definitely ruined it, and I believe them saying that they did the fan service. You know what I mean? That's what they said. They were like, it was fan service, and like, I mean, yeah, you're covering your bases, but at the same time, it's like. And I saw what was it, like somebody like super delved into like one of the interviews that he did on like Kimmel or something.
Yeah.
And what was it? He was laughing. He's like, that's why I did Fantastic Four.
Oh.
And he's like, you mean like Doctor Strange? And he was like, oh right, yeah, like of course that's why I did Doctor Strange.
Well, they
so
wouldn't
like
even they haven't even been started filming it.
Exactly.
So.
But in his mind, right? Like if he walked, hold on. If he walked into the office, right, and he signed, and he's like, "That's why I signed for Fantastic Four." In his mind, he's like, "That's." I mean, I could see it. I could see that slip up, but I don't think so, man. I think they're gonna go. I think they're gonna go like mild B/unknown actors / actresses. And like, sorry, Jodie Comer. I barely know that.
She's in Killing Eve. She was also in Free Guy.
Right.
She's amazing as villainess in Killing Eve.
Okay, cool. I didn't watch it.
So I was surprised that John Boyega would do it, given his distaste of how he was treated for Star Wars. Although, like, it's different company, but same company.
Yeah.
Although Kevin Feige actually knows how to run a universe with writers than the others.
I could see him signing on for a lot of money.
Yeah.
And B, I know he's very heavily involved in including more diverse like third parties and stuff like that. Right. So I could see them utilizing that and being like a pretty big predominant thing. I mean, fuck, like, man, he could, oh my god, like now I'm thinking about it, like. He could be like he like they couldn't say, maybe they don't say anything during D23, but maybe he shows up in like Black Panther or something.
Oh,
as like, you know what I mean? Like something crazy, like, or oh my god, like what was that other thought that I had? Fuck. Oh shit, it's on the tip of my tongue. I just forgot it, but it's okay.
Out of all of these, the biggest surprise would be Denzel Washington.
I think for me, the biggest surprise would be either Esposito or Denzel Washington. Yeah, for sure.
I'm not so much would be surprised by Esposito because one, he's already talked about wanting to be in the universe, and two, he shows up in cool things anyways. Like he's already been in Star Wars, so that's not like a giant leap.
Yeah, I mean, fuck, but like that's the thing though.
But
it's
like Denzel Washington,
Star Wars, bro.
Has Denzel Washington ever been even close to a superhero movie?
No.
Like 6 Degrees of Separation.
No.
Like what?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but like I don't think other than that, no.
I mean, he's been in like, The Equalizer as like an action star, but
he did equalize the shit out of those guys on that first movie. Holy fuck!
Well, the first movie was great. The second movie was not good.
Okay, the first movie was very good. It was top level good. The second movie was also very enjoyable because it was. They went in the route of the transporter, but it was still very much enjoyable. Like, didn't he kill a dude in the second one with like oh man, that was crazy, dude. He killed a guy with like a table or something. I can't remember. It was something fucked.
Yeah, same. He was the first Equalizer was good. The second one, I don't know. I didn't like that much.
I heard Sammy chiming in. I heard the TV show was god awful.
Oh yeah.
And not only that, I saw sorry, the movie, not the show. I remember seeing the trailer for the TV show when it was going to first premiere.
Yeah.
And it didn't matter, like, and this is coming from me, okay? And I am a supreme and heavy advocate of making fun of and telling honkies to go kick rocks.
Yeah.
Okay. This trailer not only was like presented not great, just it seemed to have be like the trailer seemed to have been written just awful. The cuts were awful. The actions where like she would start to do something and then they would either cut it or take away or they would go back to something made it look so awful and janky that it just wasn't enjoyable. Like it just, I don't know what it was, but it just didn't hit true. And all the commercial reviews were, they're like, oh, it's amazing. And then every review online was like, from viewers were like, this is no good. And it got two season renewal, possibly third, by the way.
Right.
And I think it might be like that Queen Latifah does have a hilarious pull power.
Oh, for
to
fans, yeah.
Just simple name recognition.
Right.
I think it's crazy. Anyway, the show's awful. Yeah.
So Daisy Edgar Jones, I didn't recognize that name, but she was in. I just looked it up. She was in Under the Banner of Heaven, which she was really good in. That was a good show. It's a limited series with Andrew Garfield. Do we want Henry Cavill to essentially play Superman again, as if he was cast as Hyperion? Like, I kind of like. I don't know. I really like.
Did they give him more option to do stuff?
Yeah.
Like, can he be different? You know what I mean?
Not hobo Superman.
Dude, anything. Give me anything.
Like one of the things.
Whatever.
He could be. I suppose he could be Captain Britain, but that's like the obvious. Vindicator, maybe if they.
I mean, that would be cool. That would be cool if they did that, and like he was like in half a movie, and he didn't die. Wow, he didn't die, and he has tea, and he you know what I mean, walks into the sun. When was the last time we saw that?
Yeah. But I also read that he might be cast in season 2 of House of the Dragon, along with Elizabeth Olsen. So
holy shit!
And he's also got
crazy.
Witcher 3 the 4 more seasons of Witcher to film. Like, is this dude gonna have time to do a Marvel universe?
I gonna have any time at all to live?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know who Denzel Washington could play.
Sammy says if he's Superman again, give him a personality. He's very boring.
Yeah.
And yeah, 100%, dude. Like, I would say in Witcher, amazing. He did great.
He doesn't even have a total lot to do in Witcher. Like, he's got that personality.
And not even then, yeah. Like, exactly.
He's still, he can be good at not doing a whole lot. It's just they have to give him something to work with.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know who Denzel Washington could play. Obviously, he's not going to show up and be in a small role. Like, he's going to be, you know what? Maybe he is the voice and body actor of the next big villain, right?
Dude.
Like, you had James Spader as Ultron.
Dude.
So why couldn't you have Denzel Washington?
What if oh my god. What if he's the voice of Galactus?
Ooh. Yeah, that'd be pretty huge.
That would be cool, dude. Like if he did like an older, you know what I mean? Like a kind of
Yeah, I guess I didn't even really think of like, you know, what villains these actors could play without actually like playing the character, right? Like, you know, Josh Brolin was amazing as Thanos. Why couldn't Denzel Washington be amazing as Galactus or someone, like, you know, not
Sammy's
like
blown his mind.
like,
He's blown his mind. Yes, man. Yes, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, okay. Hold on.
Like that.
Yes, I agree.
Like
Can we agree that I think Marvel? Oh fuck! I'm hearing myself again, Lewis. Okay, I feel like maybe I'm screaming too loud. I feel like Marvel took not a leap of faith, but a small step of faith when they cast Jonathan Majors as
Okay.
Kang. And I actually went back and I rewatched the scenes
Yeah.
with him in it. I'm real, and like, I watched. By the way, I watched the Lovecraft series
Yeah.
that he was in,
Oh,
and
so
he
good.
was so good. Like
Yeah.
it was. Whoa. For real though, it was stupid. He was stupid good. I can't wait to see him like be in a more commanding role, and I feel like Marvel hit the nail on the coffin with that specific role.
What if Denzel is Doctor Doom?
Oh my god, dude.
Like,
That
he's-
would be
like,
crazy.
He's in a suit. When like
He's in a suit. Oh. Yo, Sammy, double mind blown. Double mind. That would be crazy. Yes, you know what? Okay, so you know what? Okay. First off, I don't think that D3
Yeah.
they would announce Denzel Washington as being the voice of like Galactus, because that would explode.
Yeah.
There's just no way. So okay, maybe we'll bring it down back to Earth here. Boyega, yes. Cavill, no. Jodie, yes. Daisy, yes. Krasinski, no. Esposito, yes. Fuck, Denzel. If they announce him, he's got like gonna have to be like I don't even know, dude. Like something.
To me, the two biggest
I don't know.
here that would be huge would be Cavill and Washington. Like the other ones
Yeah.
are believable, definitely believable
Yep.
to me. But
Yeah.
I mean, if you could take Cavill away from DC, could you take? I mean, it'd be like The Rock is going to be always Black Adam. I don't think he'll ever show up in Marvel. But could you?
No, I think they
take,
forever. Yeah, he's forever etched. Even we haven't even seen the movie, and we already know, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you take Jason Momoa away from?
No.
I think he kind of burned his bridge when he was first announced as Aquaman. He said "fuck Marvel." Like, why?
Yeah.
That's I don't know. You don't have to play it that way, dude.
Yo,
And
they
I-
love that, eh? They ate that up, dude.
Yeah, the Snyderverse guys. But
Oh my god.
it's too bad because Jason Momoa was a good actor, and I loved him in Stargate Atlantis. Like he's and Game of Thrones, whatever. And some of his
Yep.
he's been in like C is fucking terrible. I don't know how that movie. I don't know how.
Yeah,
that show
C is
made.
awful.
But
Yes.
he's been in some okay like solo movies where it's he's the Braven was okay. But yeah, why? I don't know why you have to shit on the other property, but it's fine, whatever.
Yeah.
But to take Superman away, like Superman and Batman are supposed to be your two main guys, and you don't really have a Batman. You keep switching back and forth, and you have a Batman in a different universe. You have a Joker in a different universe, but you don't have a Superman. Like Superman and Batman should be your two lead guys, and you don't have anything. Sammy wants to know, at some point, do we, during phase 8, 10, whatever? Yeah, The Rock was talking about that, how he'd like to see that and
Yes.
one day. And you know what? If DC gets their shit together and actually has a 10-year plan, maybe we could see a crossover of a big event.
I'm gonna go. Okay, so Lewis, I would say that your idea and thought is the right and proper thing, which should happen. But I feel like it's gonna be the opposite route, and DC is gonna tank. It's gonna get so bad that they're gonna go to Marvel and be like, "Oh my god, can you guys help us?" And they're gonna be like, "Fuck you," and then they're gonna be like, "No, please," and then they basically give them like like $5 billion.
Okay,
Like
what's
five,
this-
like okay,
what's
like
going
six.
on?
They're gonna give them six. Okay, I'm gonna mark it right down now. They're gonna give us $6 billion, and they're gonna do like 2 crossover movies that are like in the same year, dude.
So
They're gonna bail them out, dude. They're gonna
so-
bail them out. They're gonna bail them out, and that's how the DC universe is gonna start.
So looking at Warner Brothers stock price, they're at $12. I feel like if Disney wanted to, they could just buy Warner Brothers. Their market cap is $31.7 billion. Yeah, that's like that's like a
dude.
month
They
for
could
Disney.
They could buy them overnight.
Maybe that is the way to go. I don't know. Like how did
I
all
truly
depen-
feel
it
like
all-
it's gonna happen.
it all-
I truly feel like they're gonna give it one last hurrah. They're gonna give it one last like crazy like, okay, this is it. Like we've got it. We're going with it. And if it does not catch wind, dude, 100%, they're gonna walk to Feig and they're gonna be like, "Hi, can you just
yeah. So like maybe
can you invade us?"
I don't know. Maybe Feige, now that he has a 20-year plan, he gets halfway through. He's like, I can leave this to
Change it up.
I can leave this in good hands with the people that have worked under me. They can take over now, and I'll go
Yes.
have a challenge of fixing DC. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, this is whoever they hire is gonna set the tone. They have to really nail it with whoever they're gonna hire to be the Feige for the next 10 years
Yeah.
and like Black Adam looks from the trailer to be like it's gonna be good. I still don't know what to do with the Flash. Like I've seen reports that the Flash actually got good test scores.
Yeah, like that's what I
But
hilariously
I'm not paying to see that movie.
no.
Like
No.
Yeah, I'm not gonna support Ezra Miller no matter what. So
No. That's done.
So then you have Shazam and Blue Beetle, which Blue Beetle is supposed to be coming out, but I don't know.
Well, it's
then
very
how does Blue Beetle
that
fit
one's
into this new universe with the guy taking over? Like, is this after Aquaman? Is this like a complete restart?
I feel
with
like
Joker being a separate thing, the Batman being a separate thing, and then so they have 3 universes going at the same time now.
I'm almost kind of worried that they're worried about trying to tie in everything in. So they're shooting. I'm wondering if they're giving and asking directors and producers if they can like shoot almost in the retrospect of standalone movie versus some scenes that could possibly be with other people.
Well, yeah.
It's
So
like
like
they
they're
leave
gonna
that completely open, right? Like they leave it just like hilariously. Yeah.
Well,
like,
they're gonna have a huge gap now, because they have
Yeah.
the only thing they have really announced that hasn't filmed is Joker. So Aquaman's done, Flash is done, Blue Beetle was filming 2 or 3 months ago, and Shazam's done.
Shazam's done. Black Adam is done.
I saw a report that people thought they were doing reshoots for Shazam, but the director said no, we're done. Like the edit's been done for a month. We're just doing coloring and effects.
Yeah, and for what it's worth, I actually really enjoy Shazam's director. I forget his name. Paul? No.
No idea.
Oh my god. Something. Maybe Paul. Okay. Anyway.
Paul Shazam.
Paul Shazam. P.S. No, for real though. He's actually a really kind-hearted and like down-to-earth dude.
Yeah.
And he seems like he's got like a level head on his shoulders.
I think it's David something, isn't it?
It might be Dave, yeah. And he
that's a dog.
he gave that is a dog. Yeah, that's a dog.
From the dissemblers.
Yeah, he gave a lot of like really truthful and honest answers via Twitter and like Reddit and stuff when he did like questions and answers. Yeah, no, he seemed really cool, I guess.
David
and
Sandberg.
David.
F Sandberg.
Yes. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So he seems, yeah, and like I said, he seems pretty.
So, but this is the problem now, is that DC has one movie past 2023, and you need 2 or 3 years per project to get it up and going. You need to write a script. You need to have rewrites of that script. You need to find a director. You need to do months of production and prep to see what the movie is going to look like in the feel, whatever. Like, they're going to have one, and like the Batman 2 is not anywhere close to starting with Matt Reeves. So you're going to have one movie in 3 years, unless they rush something, and then rushing it is not a good idea.
That's why they're slowly, you know what I mean? They have. I feel like that's like the case. Like,
and the only thing on television that is confirmed is Harley Quinn season 4, which we just finished season 2, which was great.
I heard the animated. Yes, I heard the animated series. Quite amazing.
Yeah. Okay, so
Pause
I got a thing in the mail today. We'll do.
Oh shit! Are you gonna try to slice this bitch open?
Yeah, it's not great. Not great, Bob.
Let's go, baby.
Let's see what we can do for this.
I
think I know what it is. I think it's Duo Powerbomb number 1, but I'm not sure.
As you're trying to open it, do you want to talk about at all of the either
She-Hulk or Lord of the Rings or whatever?
Yeah, and any of them.
So She-Hulk was funny.
She-Hulk was good.
Tim Roth and his 7 wives is hilarious.
That was really funny.
Yeah.
Can we briefly mention that there was a large rumor going around that when he mentioned that in season 2, right at the beginning of season 2, or sorry, oh my god, episode 2.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm sorry. Episode 2.
Yeah.
Talking about too many things.
Eh.
In episode 2, he was talking about obviously his soulmates, whatever. A lot of people thought that he was talking about the Thunderbolts.
Oh yeah, I totally expected that he'd be part of the Thunderbolts.
But then it turned out that it wasn't. But I feel like it's a dupe. I feel like it's a Hollywood show. And I feel like he was truthful in what he said. And then he hired those women to be actresses. And then at the end of the series, they're going to be like, oh, in reality, it's you guys. And he walks in, he's all abominated and fucking sick.
Maybe. Sammy asked if I opened the book from last week. I have not yet. I thought about that. I just got a new way to show things on the camera, so this is going to be the first test of it.
Oh, test it out, baby.
Well, so it's hard to do with the cameras and the overhead. There's not a lot of great options, but I found one that I'm just going to see if this works or not. So then
try it.
The lighting's not great. I got to fix the lighting. But this is Duo Powerbomb number 1. I heard it's a great story. Oh yeah, I do have to put some lighting on that. But
no, it's okay. Just is that an SLR? What is that?
Sorry, that's not a 1. It's a 3. Did I order number 1? Maybe my local comic shop ordered it for me. They couldn't get number 3, but they could get 1 and 2. Shit, I'll have to look that up.
It just looks slightly out of
focus, right?
Yeah, just a tiny bit.
I'll have to fix the autofocus. I didn't have a lot of time to mess with this earlier today.
Oh,
anyways,
it's okay.
Experimentation. But yeah,
it's all good, baby.
I'll have to check with my local guy to see if he was able to order number 1. I'll have to find it. Anyways, yeah, I'm not a current wrestling fan, although I heard it was a good story. I am a nostalgic 90s WWE Attitude Era wrestling fan.
I'm saying
ECW was my jam back in the day.
Nah. I mean, I was so on ACW. I was I was okay, but it was
ECW or WCW?
Well, I thought you said ECW.
Yeah, ECW, Extreme Championship Wrestling. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's what I. Yeah.
They one of the best events I've ever been to was their only time in Canada. They were at the Hershey Center.
Oh shit.
That was amazing.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. It was a great show, and I quit my job the next day after on night shift because I didn't get enough sleep. Anyways,
Yep.
yeah. So I heard that was a good story. So I missed out on the first 2 issues. So, I think my LCS was able to order the first.
Sammy was at WM and SS this year.
WrestleMania and SummerSlam. Come on.
Wow, dude. Damn, dude. That's dope.
Sammy, are you a fan of AEW? My cousin likes AEW.
Yeah, I have a lot of friends that really enjoy AEW. Okay, so here, just as a very small, from being on the outside of everything, and being a lover of wrestling up until I was like 14 or whatever. Again, the WWE Attitude Era. It looks and feels like AEW genuinely cares about wrestling and the people that work for them and like what they do in the terms of like the entertainment aspect versus the WWE.
Like they treat the wrestlers better.
Of course. But also I feel like everyone has like a very half okay like input where like the WWE is very one track, whatever.
Sammy,
it kind of shows. I know.
How's the AEW live shows? Are they like a good production value for the money? I think I assume AEW's tickets are cheaper. I have
okay.
Number.
Call them up. What time? What time is it? Call them up. What time?
What? 11 p.m. Eastern.
It doesn't matter. Let's go. Okay, I'm just kidding. Don't call them.
Okay.
But yes.
So we'll wrap it up. We'll be back next Tuesday at 9:30. This is a pretty good slot for us, I think. Especially till
it's a good slot.
Hockey season starts. Most leaf games are over. Most leaf games are over by 9:15, so it'll be fine.
Okay, well, hopefully.
Yeah. And Thursday this week, baby, Bills.
Yes, it's all coming together, baby. It was good enough, of course. Yeah. What was I gonna say?
I don't know.
The hell was I gonna say?
Go Bills.
Something. Regarding the timing.
Go Leafs.
Good. Yeah, go Bills. Go Bills. Good timing, and I feel like this is kind of like the sweet spot.
Oh yeah, did you try to share on your Twitch with the thing I sent you?
No, I didn't.
I can tell by your eyes that you didn't. And you're like, oh shit, I forgot. Anyways, Sammy, thanks for hanging out. I'll
thank you.
See if I can unbox that thing for you next week.
I would also like to see it, to be honest with you. Maybe
right.
you can just do like a personal unboxing.
I ordered number of volume 2 as well, so that should be in at my local LCS tomorrow. So I can do a double unboxing next week then of both.
Oh, sexy.
If I can fix the lighting. Anyways, thanks everyone for watching and or, checking us
chiming in.
Check out the website for any comics you're looking for. We're now over 1,500 listings, so we're growing.
Ooh.
One day we'll
1,500 listings. That is 45. That's about 40 minutes of scrolling right there.
Jesus. Okay. Thanks.
Not bad.